one of the things that came to me that I thought was important, it was important to me anyway, was years ago I understood, or I seemed to be receiving from the Spirit, an allegory of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Source said to Eve, who means life in Hebrew, don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. In other words, he was telling life not to eat of that tree. Knowledge of good and evil is basically law. It's, in my opinion, it's associated with dualism. A person who involves themselves in some kind of dogma, for instance, believes that they have found the good. And so the natural development of one who believes they have discovered the good is that those who haven't discovered the good or don't agree with the good that you've discovered basically has to be evil. And so it's the source is saying to life, don't live in judgment. That's basically, it's my opinion of that. In other words, don't live in a situation where you get your mind set on a particular ideology, religion, or anything of that nature, because it causes you to enter into some kind of a judgment against those who are not with you. So we tend to want to argue the point. It tends to lead to the attitude that, the soul-winning attitude a lot of times, win as many as we can to our good, and we have a tendency to think that that qualifies the good. It makes the good good. Well, even Jesus said, don't call me good. And I thought that was interesting too. He said, don't call me good. Only one is good, and that is God. Well, there it is. All religions and all doctrines has God as the source of everything that they're doing. Jesus was basically saying, go back to that. Go back to good. And he seemed to be implying that even starting a Christian religion, a religion based on him, is not going to be the good. And because of the judgment that will naturally develop from that ideology. Now that's the way I have seen that. And I saw this many years ago when I was still tinkering around with what I thought were the goods, somewhere. And so my thinking is this. Deliverance from the good is very important. Deliverance from the good. I don't even believe that we can love God without being free of God. If we've got God pinned into some kind of a dogma or some kind of an ideology in which we call that the good, then we naturally fall into judgment. And it's judgment that's the problem. So I've come to the place where the best thing, the most important thing, the most important element of life is to overcome all judgment, is to love everyone equally, to surround everyone with the love that you have in your own heart. And so that love is the power of unity. It's the force of godly unity. And there's such power in that. I mean, there's such beauty and glory and power in that. It tends to encircle you with divine life. And you become an instigator. You become, in my opinion, you become a leader, if you will, in love. If you always take the lower seat, if you always take the bottom and allow everyone that you know and everybody you don't know to become higher than you. I mean, just let them become higher than you, because the force and the power of love is always in the lowest seat. And deny any desire of ego to think that you have arrived at the good. Thank you.